Alright, and we're back. So, we're going to be doing the Death Projector in this video. Like I said, if you're like, oh, what patch is it? It's 2.10. So, some things have changed. Death Projector hasn't changed too much, if I remember correctly. It's always pretty much been the same. This one is a little dangerous, but I have really high defense, so it's not as bad. My Zon really kind of struggled with this, but not too bad. Alright, so Death Projector. Very easy. 105. Excuse me. I do know how to get there off the top of my head because it's how you get to Visgen. The Proving Grounds in Swampy Pit Flare Jungle. Level lockout 30, so there is some fuck up like punishment for this. Alright. Death Projector. A mighty siege weapon whose atrocities can be traced back to the internal conflict where it annihilated countless angelic forces of the heavenly host, turning the tide of several wars. The Death Projector earned its name on the battlefield, and despite it could be considered a relic of the ancient past, it is I hate how it's badly Englished. I'm just gonna say this, by the way, hardly fucking anybody who's played this mod on the internet that I've seen speaks English, and I don't think the mod developers are also, you know, native English speakers either. Anyways, the Death Projector earned its name on the battlefield, and despite it being considered a relic of the ancient past, it is restlessly tended to by corrupted Zakuramite tech priests, keeping it deadly and efficient. It is a true embodiment of Mephisto's hatred, and a single moment of hesitation in its presence could prove fatal. So, this is a guaranteed charm. You get laser focus crystal, max life 3%, max mana 10%, 10% XP gain, and there is a heroic. So, this is actually quite useful, because, you know, more life for us is great, more mana is great, you don't have to rely on leech as much. We should probably hit that 5k life threshold by the end of this quest. That's not very much life, that's why I'm kind of getting a little antsy doing Uber quests, so. I know where this is at. I've done this plenty of times, it's not fun. Because, this is the thing, when you want to do Brother Laz, we'll talk about that later. When you want to do, like, really, like, objectively one of the most annoying Ubers in the game, which is, Visgen. This is actually really good if I could hold on to this shrine. But, when you want to do, like, Visgen, the safest way to get to, Brother Laz is through Proving Grounds, because we'll talk about Visgen when we get there, but yeah, it's a giant pain in the ass. So this is the Proving Grounds. We have 30 seconds. We cannot fuck up. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys some advice before we start so I don't waste the shrine. So Death Projector has 2 enemies in it. They're going to be in each corner, and we have to lure them over to the Death Projector. This is similar to Infernal Machine, except it's a little bit different. It's immune to all damage until those 2 guys are near it, and once they're near it, they're not actually that dangerous. The Death Projector shoots like a fucking spiral, and you have to move around it. Otherwise, it will, you know, project death onto you, and you'll probably die in a second. It used to be instantly fatal, I think, in older patches, but it's changed now, so it's a little bit more fair. You can accidentally kill the engineers, is what they're called. They have quite a bit of health, so you really gotta try. This is actually a quest where Ubers start to show you that summoning isn't as busted as it usually is. Some summons can distract enemies in really dumb ways. This is one of those quests where that can happen. But because my summon is actually really good, I'll have to target summon him so I can not get him in the way. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get in there. I gotta focus for this one. Alright, I don't need the map. I actually want this on my summon key over here. So there's the Death Projector. You get the idea? Okay. So there's this guy over here. Let's lure him over here. Here, play with that. Okay, or not. That's fine. Play with me. Oh. There we go. So now we can damage the death projector. I don't want to hit them, I want this. Don't let that thing hit you, I'm not even kidding, it will kill you in like a second. Not even that. Okay. God damn it, don't die by the way, because guess what? This is a level lockout, so if you die, you gotta get the crystal again. Alright, let's get that shit and get out of here. Oh, god damn it, get out. I usually just teleport out, like by save and quitting. Alright. Laser focus crystal, plus 3% life, 10% max mana, 10% XP gain. The heroic isn't too bad, from my memory. So, and by the way, when you do the heroic versions, it actually doubles the stats on all the like modifiers, so it will be 6% and 20%, 20%. Not that the XP gain really matters, like. So yeah, you'll get 40% magic fine, 20 all ats, 2 light radius, because 2 light radius is the real fucking reward. So yeah, we almost got up to the 5k threshold. That's pretty cool. We're still broke as hell, in case it isn't obvious. So yeah, Death Projector's not bad, but this quest can be really fucking bad if you're a summoner heavy class, because if your damage is coming from your summons, the engineers can get distracted on your summons. The summons won't auto-target the projector. It's really fucking annoying. This is really good for melee classes that have high move speed, because you don't have to worry about it. But it's one of those quests that can go either or, if you're not careful. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. The engineers can kill you as soon as you get the charm. That's not fun. I've had it happen once, and since it's a short lockout... By the way, if you're like, what does that lockout mean? I've already explained it, but if you die and you try to go back there, look, I can't come back. It's done. I have to reset the game. So, don't play around and get messy in lockout, because sometimes it'll be like, oh, it's like 8 minutes. It'll be like 8 minutes, and you're like, oh, that's plenty of time. No, that's not plenty of time, because most of the time you gotta set up to get that shit. We'll talk about it later. Alright, let's do it again, so people can see in real time. I know what I'm doing. Actually, I'll show you something real quick. So, like, if you're like, oh, does it really double the stats? Yeah, you can see here this optical detector. Is it heroics? What's the other shit? Butcher's tooth. See? I don't even... It's like that ugly brown soulstone. I don't like the way it looks. It looks like just someone... Yeah, it looks like a really... Either a kidney stone or someone's shit. So... Yeah, it's not very pretty. Oh, I guess I didn't do that yet. Oh, I don't have a Thal rune. Yeah. By the way, this is the other thing I forgot to mention. So... When you do heroic quests, they have, like, very specific items they need. So a Thal rune is the upgraded enchanted Thul rune, which I do not believe I have on this character. Nope, I ain't got that. So, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you don't just go, oh, cool, transmute and get, like, the quest. And it only gives you 2 scrolls. So you only get 2 shots at getting the heroic until you get that item again. So I think for the Butcher it's a Sith rune, which we actually did get an enchanted rune of. And then I think this one is... I don't remember. It's like... Soul rune, which is the Soul rune version. It's like XUL or something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, let's go ahead and do it again. This is why I like to do this idea. Because there's quite a few people out there that, like I said, they'll just show, oh, it's the perfect run-up, and it's like that every time. It's not. There's some instances where shit can just catastrophically fuck up. It gets really annoying. and you don't want to deal with it. So, believe me, it's one of those reasons I always say, I don't like when people just say, oh, you just do this, it's done. I actually like people doing the demonstration of it, usually demonstrating something multiple times. Because, let's face it, you can do something on your first go. Like, I did Zazix on my second attempt ever. Like, I've never done Zazix before, and I was like, wow, that was really easy. And then I did it again the second time after. I was like, what the fuck? Why is he so horseshit? Well, to be fair, I was also going for the trophy, but you know what I mean. We'll talk about trophies later. These quests don't have trophies. There's only like 20. Trophies used to be really cool, but, well, you could cheese them. That's why I liked it. So, let's do it again. Oh, Jesus. Look how much health that does to you. It's unbelievable. Hey, buddy. Oh, shit. I don't want to get hit by that. I don't want to get lazy. That's the... Oh, he's on me. He's on my ass. Hey, Commander Keen. This guy teleports, I'm pretty sure. Where the fuck is this character? Oh my god, is he really stuck? See, this is what I'm talking about. Shit like this can happen, and it's really annoying. Yeah, that's right. Go over there. Oh yeah, by the way, the engineers heal it. I forgot to mention that. What the fuck is... That's Lava Pit from Diablo 2. I know that much. I don't know what it is in this game. There we go. So there's 2 attempts. We're 2 for 2 on that. Like I said, it's not very hard. If you're like, oh wow, so all Uber quests are this easy? No. This is the baby mode easy ones. Let this be the standard of how much worse it starts to get. We'll do one more. I don't want to really spend time on shit I don't need to. But it's a good example. Like, I forgot to even mention they heal it. Because the documentation doesn't say that, I don't think, either. I mean, you could kind of deduce that it heals it. Because they're called engineers, right? We've all played Team Fortress 2. We know this. But, you're also not going to be getting level ups off of Ubers like these. We'll do Uber quest areas as well. But I love this life regen. It's really good. We're standing in miasma, which is fucking awesome. This is pretty good. That's a good feeling. Alright, last go. If I die, I don't fucking care. That's if I get the charm, I generally just say, cool, I got the charm, I'm done with it. Come here, boys. I got something to say. Like I said, you can kill these guys. You have to really, really try. But it is possible to do. There's also quite a few Ubers that are like this, if you're curious, where you have to maneuver enemies. There's a fucking awful one. Lucian's probably the worst. I think that is... Oh no, the death projector killed me because I fucked up. Oh well, I don't care. I already got the charm, and I cocked up my movement anyways. But that's the gist of it. Dying on Ubers is expected. So, anyways, what the fuck? What kind of attitude is that? We'll do it one more time. But it's good to show you that, because it's like, you guys probably thought, oh, Seth's really making it look easy, and then I get nuked on it. That's what I mean. You don't want to take some of this shit for granted. It's actually really tough. Death Projector is not the hardest. There's not very many that do that kind of weird, wavy beam thing, but it's definitely one of the first ones to teach you, okay, actually for the most part all the Ubers do teach you something, and they have like some sort of gimmick. I know some people, I don't like the gimmicks. Well, if they were all just hit the monster, it'd be really boring. And even if I think personally a lot of them are horse shit, some characters are really easy. Some characters are really horse shit. that's what makes them so fun, and I've always enjoyed that about Median, because every character fundamentally can't do every single Uber as good as the other. They can probably do it, but it's just like, it's not much easier, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, some characters like my Zon, she struggled with this, because I had to, like, not get fucking murdered on it. I don't really have time to talk on a lot of these, too. Some of these are really intense. This is not what I call an intense Uber, but it's... Come on, guy. I hate trying to lure him. He's fucking annoying. Hey, boys. By the way, all these are the same every time you play. God. Yeah, I got hit by that fucking thing. Oh, no. That's bad. Okay, that's better. Uh-huh. See, that was... I forgot to mention, yeah, it can still hit you as it's dying. It's really cunty. But, oh well. That's not the worst. Take that gold. I'm broke as shit. I need all the gold I can get right now. But yeah, that's pretty much Death Projector. Optical detector. So, yeah, by the way, poison doesn't fuck around in Median. I haven't mentioned this yet, but it's pretty dangerous. If it isn't pretty obvious. So, yeah, that's optical detector. That one's done. Let's move on to the next one.